Some of y'all really be insane. I'm gonna keep it a beam. Some of y'all really be insane. Y'all start to vlog y'all stuff when y'all murdering people? It don't get more insane than that. I ain't gonna lie. I got my chains on. I really woke up. I came up from my night shift and I'm going again. I ain't freshen up till I'm getting freshened up for my work. Damn. I don't got time for shit.
This is first kill number 1. First kill was 19 years old. Name, I don't get. First kill was nice.
Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on tape, okay? Say hi, please. Hi. Just killed Cassie.
What?
Say hi, please. Hi. Just killed Cassie.
Nah, that nigga's insane. Lock him up now. Ow.
This is not a fucking joke.
I'm shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat and I saw her lifeless body. Dude, I just killed Cassie.
These are moments when criminals vlog their own crimes. Let's begin with two 16-year-old high schoolers who made an entire documentary about murdering their fellow classmates.
We're not going not to get caught, Ryan. If we're going for guns, we're just going to end it. We're just going to grab the guns and get out of there, kill everybody and leave.
We're going to make history. We're going to make history.
Thank God I wasn't alive during this time. They were crazy. Like, they were genuinely crazy.
Watching this. You weren't quick enough.
You weren't quick enough and you weren't smart enough.
On September 22nd, 2006, Brian Lee Draper and Tori Michael Adamczyk, friends who had bonded over shared interest in horror movies, especially the 1996 film Scream. Brian and Tori decided to copy the movie's plot by carrying out a real-life murder spree of their own, targeting their fellow female student Danny Dixon as the first victim.
And we're going over to Danny Dixon's house. We're gonna go snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And if she's home alone,
Guess she's still alive.
She did.
Don't fear.
People will die.
Unfortunately for them, Dixon wasn't home alone, forcing them to abandon her as their first target and choose a more vulnerable target, someone they had easier access to.
Dixon's house. It's clear out there in the pasture. We've already snooped around her house a couple
videos
times.
Like, oh, they could have come to my house.
She's not home, so we're gonna go to the church over
there. I would never let my kid have friends.
A girl and a guy named Cassie and Matt. They're our friends, but we have to make sacrifices. So I feel tonight it is the night, and I feel really weird, inside my stomach and stuff. And I feel like I want to kill somebody.
How do you feel like you want to kill somebody? This is the type of shit I don't understand. You white people just lose me. What do you mean? Like you feel like you have to kill? Have you killed before? Have you killed somebody before? Now all of a sudden you feel like you have to kill. You have, like I have to. I have to do it. They need to die. What?
She's our friend, but you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddard and her friends.
Turn your brights off, asshole.
Well, yeah, we'll find out if she has friends over. She's gonna be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna fucking...
You hear what he said? Bro said he horny, like he's getting it all. Thinking about killing a nigga. Killing dead. You should have just killed your friend right there. Last LTS, last to survive. What? Absolutely insane. These people are insane. They're making a mockery of this world. And
kill her and her friends, and we're gonna keep moving on. I heard some news about Kirsten. She's gonna be home alone from 6 to 7. So we might kill her, then drive over to Cassie's thing, and scare the shit out of them, then kill them one by fucking one. Hell yeah.
Why one by one? Why can't it be a
2 by 2 and 3 by 3?
The two new targets Brian and Tori set their
These
sights on
niggas
were
is
Cassie
insane.
Jo Stoddard and her boyfriend, Matt Beckham, both high school classmates and friends of the boys. That night, Cassie wasn't home alone, which made it impossible for Brian and Tori to carry out their plan. However, they soon learned that Cassie would be house-sitting for her aunt and uncle at their remote home the following day, Friday, and would be alone for the entire weekend, while the couple was away on a trip. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity, the pair resumed vlogging the next morning, even capturing footage of Cassie at school as she went about her day, unaware it would be her last.
Hey, look, it's Cassie.
Hey, look, I don't know.
Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on tape, okay? Say hi,
Those
please.
guys are weird.
Okay, see ya. Wait, have you seen Tori? He's supposed to meet me here at 7:30, and it's 8:19. He's an hour late. You don't even care, do you? Okay, see ya.
Brian and Tori managed to trick their way into getting an invitation to watch a movie with Cassie and her boyfriend Matt at the house she was watching, which conveniently aligned with their evil plan. They accepted the offer, then went to the school library, where they further discussed and wrote down the details of how they
Just look at his face. Just chopped and crazy.
intended to execute this plan.
Where is supposed to happen tonight, so hopefully I will move her wrong.
Ask their parents, how do you see this?
We're actually tonight.
She's watching this. I'm still watching this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cassie's family, but she had number one. We have to stick with the plan. And she's perfect, so she's in that. Anyway, we're stopping at Kirsten Barnes' house, probably. And then we have a new victim now. Her name is Miranda Chacon. She started to she told me to be quiet and to shut up, so now she's dead. I've always wanted to make a mark on the world and stuff.
I mean, these videos are here forever. You did make a mark. Not a good mark, though.
And this is a good way to do it.
That night, Brian and Tori arrived at Cassie's aunt's house under the pretense of watching a movie. Before settling in, Cassie and Matt showed them around, and during the tour, Brian and Tori left the basement door open so they could return later to carry out their evil plan. Then, just as the movie was about to begin, they changed their minds, claiming they'd rather see the movie at the theaters. They then left, only to return later that night to execute their evil plan.
We're here in his car. The time is 9:50, September 22nd, 2006. Unfortunately, we have the grueling task of killing our two friends, and they are right in that house just down the street.
We just talked to them. We were there for an hour. But
We checked out the whole house. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back doors, so it's all unlocked. Now we just gotta wait, and yeah, we're really nervous right now, but you know, we're ready.
we're listening to the greatest rock band
We've
ever,
waited for this for a long time.
Pink Floyd, before we commit the ultimate crime of murder.
We waited for this for a long time.
A long time.
We'll stay tuned.
Brian and Tori returned to the neighborhood and parked a block away, then slipped back in through the unlocked basement door. After wearing their costumes, they tried to bait Cassie and Matt downstairs by making loud noises, and, when that failed, flipped the circuit breaker to plunge the house into darkness. Still no one came, so they flipped the power back on. Feeling uneasy, Cassie asked her boyfriend Matt to stay overnight, but when Matt's mother arrived around 10:30 p.m. to pick him up, she refused to let him stay and instead invited Cassie to come with them. Cassie declined, choosing to stay behind and fulfill her promise to care for the house and pets. Once Matt and his mother had left, Brian and Tori crept upstairs armed with 4 hunting knives they'd bought earlier and stabbed Cassie over 30 times, tragically ending her life.
Just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke.
I'm shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat, and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. Oh Oh, fuck. That felt like it wasn't even real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight.
It's okay. Okay, let's buy movie tickets now.
Okay.
Come on.
As soon as they'd killed Cassie, Brian and Tori rushed to the movie theater to buy tickets and attempt to manufacture an alibi. 2 days later, Cassie's body was discovered by her cousin after her aunt and uncle returned from their trip. A police investigation began, and after clearing initial suspects, including Cassie's boyfriend, who had a solid alibi from his mother, attention turned to Brian and Tori, who had also been at the house that night. It didn't take long for investigators to spot inconsistencies in their stories, although Brian had admitted on tape to slitting Cassie's throat.
How do you flop? I gotta keep it a beam. How do you F that up? What the hell? You had a perfect story to lie. Hey, I don't consider it violence, but think about it. You could have just said you want to go watch the movie and you went. That's not hard. Just even footage of you guys going there. There's like literally no reason to even lie. There is, but there's no reason to F it up. You guys had a
I stabbed her in the throat and
just moving for I thought it was like this. I thought it was guilty case, like yeah, it's guilty. They're trying to, he's trying to splash it or it didn't take at all. And he said we have to kill her. I can't believe I did this. And he said we have to kill her. And so we stabbed me out of the way, and then he just kept. I heard it go in. I heard the chest, but I don't know the chest. It was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be a joke. So sorry.
By pitting Brian and Tori against each other, detectives secured confessions, recovered the murder weapons, and even restored their destroyed tape. Both Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk were charged with first-degree murder, found guilty, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Shout out to that
Next,
judge.
we have a psychopathic serial killer who vlogged his horrific crimes as he abducted and murdered more than a dozen women.
You sorry about what? Jumping in the car with him up, you don't know? You gonna say something to your kids?
I'm sorry.
This is first kill, number one. First kill was 19 years old.
Between May and October 2001, more than 4 women were reported missing and later found strangled to death along various roadways in the Ferguson area of St. Louis, Missouri. One disturbing detail connected all the victims. They were all sex workers. As the investigation continued, police realized the number of victims were as high as 12. This prompted a St. Louis news reporter to publish a story featuring one of the victims in the newspaper. Like many serial killers who crave public recognition, the killer, 37-year-old Maury Troy Travis, a hotel waiter and convicted felon on probation, sent a letter to the reporter taking credit for the
Hear me out. I feel like if you're a serial killer and they're like actively you're actively killing people, you're recording, I think you deserve the chair. Me personally, I don't feel like for any reason somebody should die for any random charge. Like, I would never say kill them. I wouldn't even say kill a rapist, but a serial killer, because to me the most insane for me, death, I hold death like very highly. I think that's like my number one fear, dying, and the fact about how I believe we have beliefs of what happens after on, and we have to believe that and try to like be good people, but like we don't truly know. And that genuinely scares me, if I'm being very honest. So for me, because of that, for me, I feel like if you are taking people's life, take one person's life, fine. Take two person's life. Maybe you go somewhere and you go shoot up a place. I think maybe life in prison. But like when it's like you're going for it, it's like, oh, I have to kill, record, continuous. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Just die. Where the world is better off without you.
the murders. He included a map
it's
with an
different when
X.
it's like gang violence and you're just killing back and forth. That's different. Because it's like, it's like both of you guys kind of signed up for it, and both of you guys are doing things that aggravate. But if you go on a civilian, and you're like,
marking the location of another body in the letter. When authorities found a body exactly where he indicated, they launched a manhunt. They began tracing the source of the map he had used. Investigators subpoenaed the map service provider and obtained the IP address tied to Travis's computer. That led them straight to him. After his arrest, his fingerprints matched those found on several of the victims. His ultimate undoing came when police discovered vlogged videos of him committing the brutal crimes, along with evidence in his torture room basement beneath his home.
Say it clear.
You want the master that pleases me to serve you. You are the master that pleases me to serve you.
Stop what?
You are the master that pleases me to serve you.
Now you sit your ass down like I said. You sorry?
Yes,
You sorry about what?
everything.
Jumping in the car with a motherfucker you don't know? Huh?
Yes,
You sorry?
yes.
You want to say something to your kids?
Mama, sorry.
what changed this to do though?
Me and my mom and dad.
You ain't raising shit. You on here in your back smoking crack. Because you ain't going home tomorrow. I'm going to keep you about a week.
A week?
This
Kill
is
him.
first kill, number one. First kill was 19 years old. Name, I don't know.
I thought you meant he killed this first one at 19.
Unfortunately, the police were only able to find one vlogged video of a single victim. While Maury Travis claimed to have heard over 17 women, the official count was 12. However, before he could stand trial for his crimes, Travis did the unthinkable and offed himself. Next up, this dangerous man forced his ex-girlfriend to go live on Facebook to apologize to his current girlfriend, only to murder her during the live stream.
I ain't have no business going off like that, but
See right there. See right there. Everybody want to be famous. I'm going to make you famous.
stop jumping.
Now, game over.
On April 12th, 2018, 37-year-old Jonathan Robinson laid
just
siege
happened?
to the Shreveport, Louisiana home of his ex-girlfriend, 27-year-old mother of three Renita Williams, after she had publicly ridiculed his long-term partner, Sherika Taylor, online, an attack that had driven Sherika into a
You see, guys, women, when the guys or girls, when the people move on, you move on too. Making your whole life about another person, that shows you have a problem. I don't care what that person was to you.
mental breakdown. Robinson, who'd been dating both women at once and refused to let either go, arrived armed with a rifle, took Renita, her mother, and her brother hostage, and ordered Renita to go live on social media to apologize to Sherika. Renita's mother managed to escape and call police, despite Robinson firing shots at her. With the mother gone, Jonathan kept Renita and her brother captive, forcing Renita to continue live streaming apologies until Sherika was satisfied.
Hey y'all, this Nunu. I apologize for going live on Rika. I ain't had no business doing all that. My page been blocked, so that's why I'm going live. Yes, I know I was wrong. I ain't have no business going off like that, but
See right there. See right there. Everybody want to be famous. I'm gonna make you famous.
yes.
What?
I am sorry, y'all. This Nunu, I'm blocked off my page. So I had to go out live on Monster Phone. I ain't had no intentions of going live like that. I apologize to everybody. Yes.
What?
No, Yes, that's her. Let me see the phone, son.
No.
Yes. Yes, Aunt Lola.
Man, you think I'm worried about the police right now? Huh? You think I'm worried about the police right now?
No.
I'm telling you, I don't give a about no police, you heard?
You heard?
Man, with me. Let's go, bitch, we'll pull up right now. Pull up. Bitch, you want to be famous? I'm gonna make Fucker famous.
No.
You wanna be famous? I'm gonna make you famous.
No.
No. Everybody wanna be famous, let's be famous today.
Okay.
Huh? I do. Huh?
$819 views? Oh, that's
I do.
819.
Yes.
He's telling you I get on these bitches level.
No.
The situation then took a dangerous turn when police, alerted by Renita's mother, arrived at the scene, triggering an explosive and violent reaction from Jonathan.
No.
Go.
Stop, Jonathan. Stop, Jonathan.
Now, game over.
Jonathan opened fire on the police outside, and when Renita began to scream, shot her more than 6 times, killing her as her brother managed to escape. Jonathan then engaged in a standoff with the police that lasted for over 80 minutes before Sharika, the woman he had just murdered Renita for, convinced him to surrender.
Throw him in. Bitch ass nigga.
And in a scene that would leave anyone shocked, officers then allowed Jonathan, who had just murdered a mother of 3, to share an intimate moment with Sharika, the woman he killed for, after she had arrived to the scene.
That's y'all's words, right, Jonathan?
I need this type of love. I ain't gonna go crazy like this, but I need this type of love. Shit. That's that unconditional love.
Be to see you today, okay?
Jonathan was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and simply...
Second? Nigga, ain't it supposed to be first degree? Nigga, what? I swear second is when you kill them when you're not trying to kill them. Bro, this is first degree. This nigga trying to kill that bitch. Ain't killed her. He ain't killed her by no mistake. Nothing happened that caused her to kill her. What? He had malicious intent. Bro, being in felon possession of a firearm, he had a whole hunting rifle. Thank God for gun reforms. Shit, I don't want to fight nobody with a hunting rifle. Hunting? You do... Bro, has a...
criminal damage to property. He ultimately took a plea deal, life without the possibility of parole, to avoid the death penalty. Up next, this man vlogged his plans, actions, and escape as he executed his wife and daughter, and then set their house ablaze with them inside.
I just feel like I'm getting knocked back every time financially. My wife is just gonna suck all the money out that I have.
On April 22nd, 2012, King County Sheriff's deputies and the fire department rushed to the burning home of 41-year-old Peter Keller, his wife Lynette, also 41, and their 18-year-old daughter Kayleen in North Bend, Washington, after several neighbors reported the house was on fire. Firefighters quickly extinguished the flames before significant damage occurred, but what they found inside was shocking. The bodies of Lynette and Kayleen, both shot to death in their beds. Peter was nowhere to be found, leading authorities to initially suspect he might have been a victim or abducted. That changed when investigators discovered tapes, computer files, and drawings soaked in gasoline, suggesting an attempt to destroy evidence in the fire. The tapes revealed that Peter was not a victim at all, but the killer. He had murdered his wife and daughter, planned to burn down the house, and filmed his entire scheme. The tapes also revealed a hideout Peter had prepared in the woods, giving authorities their first clue as to where they might begin searching for him.
This is something I wanted to do probably since I was a teenager, to make a home underground somewhere.
Bro, okay.
So I didn't
he didn't want to kill him for 18 years. I was about to say, 18 years?
have the means and able to actually pay for it. I've spent a lot of money on this so far, thousands of dollars. I just feel like I'm getting knocked back every time financially. My wife is just gonna suck all the money out that I have.
Talk
At
to
this
her?
point, I don't know what's gonna happen.
She don't got a job.
I may get caught right away. I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all up to chance at this point. So I don't think anyone knows where I'm at. Well, it's about 2 weeks before the end. This is going to be my last video.
Using the detailed drawings and video recordings Peter had made over several months documenting the construction of his bunker, police were eventually able to track him down. The moment Peter realized he had been found, he turned the gun on himself and did the unthinkable. Thank you.
They real sweet. Real pussy, I swear to jeez, bro. They be so